Oh, say does that.
And tonight, the rare marquee matchup at center, Grant. This ought to be a treat.
Oh, yes. Two heavyweights slugging it out. The different styles, but the same goal, to dominate the painted area.
Now Atlanta starting five. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Reddish in at the 3 slot. Now here's Young. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Goes back up. Out to Bridges. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. And Atlanta has possession. Outside Young. Takes the 3. Connects from downtown.
Trae Young has been inspired by the generation before him. Deep threes. That's his thing.
Young against Paul. Pass to Bridges. Down low. Here's Booker. Now here's Ayton. No one near him. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's Collins. Outside Young. And there's the drive. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
So he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback. But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Crowder against Bogdanovich. For 3, Booker. And the 3-pointer goes.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Crowder was in high demand as a free agent in 2020. And a lot of people wanting his toughness on their roster.
Crowder with a steal. Outside Paul. Left side Booker. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And with Crowder's free agency, teams saw what he brings to the table.
Well, he's a good defender, and he's relentless on that end, and he just brings that kind of toughness a lot of coaches are relying on, and they know that's important in the postseason. Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Outside Paul. To the inside. 4 on the clock. And Crowder with the jam.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And Atlanta has possession, following the score by Phoenix. Young misses.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Inside, lets it fly. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Bridges.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Young. Into the lane. Banked it in off the glass. Young's got 5 points.
And what makes Young an all-star caliber player? Well, he can beat you with the jumper and the bounce.
Outside Paul. Now Ayton. No good. Excellent D there from Collins. Bogdanovich from long range. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
3-point field goal.
The scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
Young against Paul. Booker for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Pass to Reddish. Back to Young. Collins with a screen on Paul. The three is up. Young misses.
Now, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Collins, no good. And Booker puts up a deep three. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns Pacers.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range to this point. Always nice to start out like that.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
And Atlanta looking at who they've got in the backcourt. Young and Bogdanovich. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. And it's Reddish in at the 3. Young finds Bogdanovich. Off target from outside. The Suns leading. Booker for 3. Collins with the rebound.
Booker has been accused of having some empty stats before, but mostly because the teams weren't winning. You can see now that the talent has always been there, and the winning's coming along with it. A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Booker showed he still puts up numbers when his team is a legit contender, Brent.
Well, he's always been a gifted scorer, and now him learning about the value of both ends of the floor, that's been amazing growth from Devin Booker. Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Paul passes to Crowder. No good on the 3. For Atlanta, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Young on the attack. No luck on that one. Nice D from Paul. To the paint. Stolen by Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Collins. Capella screen on Bridges. Down low. Crowder with a steal. Bridges with it. Picked up by Collins. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Paul passes to Bridges. And here's Ayton. Outside Paul. And Clint Capella picks up the foul.
Clint Capella.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Paul passes to Bridges. Paul against Young. Pass to Ayton. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now. And we're seeing teams pick up the pace. Something you set the trend for in Phoenix, Grant. Why do you think that's becoming more prevalent?
Great question. I mean, in today's game, we're all about the analytics, and that has shown that you shoot a higher percentage earlier in the shot clock. So it makes sense to push the tempo and see what you can get early.
Now here's Crowder. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. Out to Bridges. Clock at 6. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
And Young, here we go. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Capella. Back to Collins. Oh, they need this. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Young. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Now here's Ayton. Here's Booker, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. That free throw good from Booker.
Some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Devin Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball.
Young finds Capella. Back to Young. 1:03 left to play in the second quarter. Ooh, poked away. The Hawks need to get one up here. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over, and it's a completely new group for the Suns. And here's Payne. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Šarić. To the middle. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Payne. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Young attacking. Can they get it? And he lays it up and in. Young's got 7 points in the game.
It took 6 attempts, but he finally hits a shot.
He takes it in. He gets it in there. And the Suns lead by 20.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Here's Young. Here's Capella. Drops in the short one.
Well, Capella, if we watched him again there, he would be reading where that ball is going, and he positions himself before the ball even comes off.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Suns ahead. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Dario Šarić is out there with JaVale McGee. And then it's Landry Shamet. Then there's Cam Payne. And it's Nader in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space. And that time, credit him with the assist.
Payne with it. Down low, and stolen by Herter. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Hunter finds Gallinari. Here's Jang. Right on the right side. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Here's Nader. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Herter. Outside Gallinari. Pass to Wright. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Phoenix ball.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Nader. Back to Payne. Pass to Nader. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Wright drives it. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. McGee with it. He's covered by Gallinari. Oh, Gallinari with a steal. Outside Herter. The three. sinks the tray. Herder's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Now here's Payne. Pass to McGee. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 15.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's Herder. Six to shoot. Payne against Wright. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Wright's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Payne, the pass to McGee. Back to Payne. Here's Shamet. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. From deep. The shot that time not on target. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Wright against McGee. Poke loose. And here they come. Here's Sharp. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Danilo Gallinari. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Ayton, he's checked in for McGee. Bridges comes in for Nader. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Shamet. And it's Paul in for Payne. Now here's Young. He has 7. There's the triple. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Three-pointer, Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Young against Paul. Young attacking. For 3, Collins. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 11. Saric, the pass to Ayton. Paul against Young. From 18 feet away. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Hawks looking at who they've got. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Reddish in at small forward. Here's Paul following the score by Atlanta. Bridges passes to Ayton. Right side, Paul. All alone. Nice jump shot. Paul's got his first basket.
And Chris Paul so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
Young against Paul. Back to Young. From the arc. Doesn't go that time. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Crowder goes in. Back to Bridges. The 3 ball. The rebound by Bogdanovich. And the Hawks shooting just around 34% in this game so far. Young way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Three-pointer, Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got assist number 7 tonight.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Now here's Young. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Pass to Booker. Ayton against Capella. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bogdanovich. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Paul passes to Crowder. Now here's Ayton, guarded by Capella. Back to Crowder. 3 on the clock. Pulls up, high post.
Like the defensive effort from Young there. He gave it all and was rewarded with the miss.
Three-pointer. And it's Young again missing.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Counted. And the Suns lead by 21.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Now Young. Capella screen on Paul. Young from long range. The shot no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Over Bogdanovich with the tip. Here's Ayton. And finally they hit one.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Paul against Young. Collins outside. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. And here's Crowder from the arc. Atlanta with a rebound. Outside Young. Misses the three.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Suns.
Second team foul.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Devin Booker.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Now here's Bogdanovich. And Booker pulls it down. And the Suns with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. Paul passes to Crowder. Shoots over Collins. And again, it's the Suns missing. Paul against Young. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Driving inside. There's Bogdanovich with the three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
And Bogdanovich needs very little room. The defense better stay more attached.
Ball from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here are the Hawks now. Pass to Capella. Now Bogdanovich. Booker defending. Kicks it out to Collins. Reddish on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. Three-pointer, Bridges. Hits the three-pointer.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game.
couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg.
Here we go.
Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as B.J. Tucker play the 5.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Shot by Crowder, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
This is what Donovan Mitchell wants to do. Drive the ball, get a bucket, a foul, or both.
Paul with the ball. Bridges outside. Now here's Ayton. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the 6'8" Bojan Bogdanovich consistently among the league's top 3-point marksmen.
You're right, Kevin. Consistent is the right word. Listen to this. Since his 4th season in the NBA, he's never averaged below 38% from distance. That shot must be honored. What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Into the lane. 3-pointer. Royce O'Neal, and that's good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Paul. Bridges outside. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. From down in the low post, it goes.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
The drive by Mitchell. Bogdanovich looking around. Driving to the basket. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on 8.
You got to respect how under control Bogdanovich is. When he's penetrating quickly inside, he makes the D hit him on the way up.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Ball outside. Booker the pass to Bridges. Booker dishes to Crowder. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
No good from Booker.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Conley finds Bogdanovich.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to O'Neal. There's the drive. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Suns trail by 9. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Ayton. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Connects from 3-point range. Paul's got 5 points so far. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. He's worried about the explosiveness of Donovan Mitchell. Coach said Mitchell is too fast for bigger players to guard, and he overwhelms smaller players with his strength. So that means you're going to have to send more players at him whenever it's possible. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here is Bridges. Following the 3-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. The drive by Booker. Basket counts.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
Mitchell against Booker. Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. Out left to the wing. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I mean, he's tailor-made for those pick-and-roll sets. Gobert, a big-time finisher on the move.
Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. O'Neal against Bridges. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. Back to Ayton. Pulls it up. No good from Booker. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Utah, another three.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
And so it's the Utah Jazz enjoying a 12-point.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for Newark Sun Pacers.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Here's Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 12.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Paul against Conley. And the wide open shot from Crowder from outside off the mark. Jazz leading by 14. The drive by Mitchell. Over in the corner, Conley. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. There's O'Neal with the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And one thing I love about Royce O'Neal is how decisive he is with the ball. When he catches, it's a quick decision, shoot, drive, or swing it.
And I also love how he attacks closeouts. Sometimes he's in motion, GA, before the pass even hits his hands. And once his feet are in the paint, he's an underrated decision maker.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. Driving in. The feed to Ayton. No good that time. And Utah the other way now. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
A high flyer with long arms. Mitchell attacks and powers it down.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. Watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, DA. Thanks.
I love the effort level Chris Paul delivers day in and day out. He's been doing this for a while now, but he hasn't slowed down, not a bit.
And it's Conley penetrating, and there it is for him. Conley's got 7 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Conley kicks to O'Neal. And here's Gobert. And there's the pass to Mitchell. Fires from deep. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanović. That's his first foul. Well, Steve, back in 2002, you led the NBA in three-point shooting at over 47% a game. How How would you have liked playing today?
I would have loved it, Kevin. The reason why I could have shot more threes, and with more threes gives you more stats, and with more stats gives you the bag.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Utah Jazz.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
O'Neal goes back up. Gobert the pass to O'Neal. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Crowder. Over in the corner, Paul. Back to Crowder. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. Rebounded by the Jazz. O'Neal's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Get the perimeter.
Here's Bogdanovich. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns trail by 18. Bridges outside. The kick out to Crowder. And he drives in. Puts up a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
We've seen steady improvement in Mitchell's three-point shot. He's a legit threat from deep.
Paul passes to Crowder. He gets it up. And so it's Utah sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Thank you, David, for that interview.
Jazz 33.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Jazz, Joe Ingles is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Oni in at the 1.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Inside, and slam dunk by Saric.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
Here's Oni. Payne covering. The shot by Oni, no good. Suns trail by 19. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
McGee, and the layup falls. McGee's got his first bucket of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Gay. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Nader. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Saric attacking. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Pass to Ingles. Back to Gay. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here he goes. Here's Oni. Whiteside inside. He's covered by Shamet. Whiteside, good.
This is where you want Whiteside finishing. In close where he can use his strength and physicality.
Out to Saric. The 3. Now Payne. Back to Sharich. Lock at 6. Passes it to Nader. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul.
Rudy Gay.
That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. With the drive, Payne's shot is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Shamet. Clarkson dishes to Gay. Clarkson looking for an opening. Clock up 2 there.
Jordan
Clarkson's got his first points in this one.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jucket.
And it's good for 2.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Pass to Ingles. There's the 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Suns trail by 17. Here's Nader. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. On the wing, Ingles. Payne covering. Kicks it out to Gay. Ingles with the screen for Gay. Back to Ingles. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You won't see his feet too high off the ground, but Ingles finishes at the rim.
Payne passes to Nader. He feeds it to McGee. And stolen by Whiteside. Stolen by McGee. Another shot. Missed inside.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Ingles can't get it to go. Suns have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. McGee finds Payne. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Sharich outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Payne passes to McGee. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
With that long wingspan, Hassan Whiteside saying, no, not in my house.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Conley the pass to O'Neal. Bridges with the steal. Feeds it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
O'Neal from long range. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. On the wing, Bridges. Booker left side. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
The pass to Mitchell. Let's go. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Conley against Paul. Down low, here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Bridges. Fires for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Conley outside. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Paul looking over the floor. No good. And it's Utah the other way. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. From deep. And they recover it. Bogdanovich finds Conley. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Ball.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Paul, and goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Conley with it. Again, Conley missing. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Booker outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Ayton against Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. Crowder sinks the triple. Crowder's got his first 3 points of the game.
When it comes to scoring the ball, this is where Crowder's at his best. Off the catch.
Conley into the lane. There's 1:40 left in the fourth. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3-point field goal.
If you're looking to match the 3 points that happen at the other end, give it to Bogdanovich.
Paul passes to Booker. Here's Ayton. Gobert with the block, and he gets it back. That's a 2 from Crowder. That one wide left.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Jazz.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Donovan Mitchell.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Mitchell against Booker. To the middle. And an intentional foul right there.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Bridges with the steal.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
From deep three-point range, Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton, the pass to Paul. Over Conley. It's off.
Love how seriously Conley takes his defense.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Something you'd know a little bit about.
Well, you know, B.A., in my younger days, I might have caught a few guys, but maybe
go.
we'll see a few highlights tonight, too.
And it's the Suns to start out. Here's Paul. Pass to Bridges. The drive by Paul. Booker for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Over to the left wing. Tucker. Offensive rebound. Heat to the left side wing. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Paul against Lowry. Paul passes to Bridges. Outside for Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And Booker with the jam.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
And a player like Mikal Bridges, he's had very high confidence in his abilities.
Well, I mean, listen, his history is that of a winning player. Came into the league believing in himself because of his career collegiately. National championship player at Villanova. He has every right to think he can be elite.
Now here's Robinson. And Aiden pulls it down. Pass to Booker. And he banks in the layup. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker on the interior. It matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
Lowry outside. Here's Adebayo. For three, Robinson. Counted from distance.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Paul with it. Bridges outside. From behind the arc. Paul shot is off. Miami has gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Tucker gets it to go.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
The drive by Paul. Booker for three. No luck on that one. And Miami will go the other way with it. Butler with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. Butler passes to Adebayo. Outside for Butler. Paul with a steal. Bridges down low. He's guarded by Lowry. The rebound by Lowry.
Oh, it's embarrassing to miss a dunk. But even more so when you're all by yourself.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. He's got 9.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
Boy, he's hitting up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter. From outside the arc. And Aiden pulls it down.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
How about the range from Mikal Bridges? Not intimidated by the extra distance.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Suns have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Lowry against Paul. Pass to Booker. On the take. The kick out to Paul. Now here's Aiden. 5 on the clock. Outside Paul. Over Adebayo. Paul can't get it to go.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Butler on the wing. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Mikal Bridges doesn't take a possession off. You love his willingness to harass the offensive player. So disciplined, so tough.
And Booker with the jam.
I guess you don't need two hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Paul against Lowry. To the left wing. Here's Tucker. Again, the Heat misses. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Outside for Butler. Offensive board.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Boy, Devin Booker is just such an explosive force on the offensive end. He can take over a game each and every night he steps between the lines.
Now here's Bridges. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. It's good.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Up top, Lowry. He's guarded by Paul. For 3, Robinson. Lowry, the pass to Robinson. Again, the Heat misses. Boy, when Booker gets locked indoors, he's as deadly as they come in the NBA.
Well, the list of guys who've gone for a 70-point eruption is still very short. 20 points per game for almost the entirety of his career. This guy scores with ease. I don't care what defender you send at him.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Make some noise.
Miami has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Now here's Paul. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. To the right side. Drives to the hoop. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3. And Doris, you know a thing or two about dropping dimes from your college playing days. I've seen it. So in your opinion, who's the best passer in the league today?
Boy, this is not an easy answer, B.A. Chris Paul is going to go in the Hall of Fame as a point guard, and he manned that position, and for a good decade, he was one of the best in the business. But if I were saying best ever and best right now, it's hard for me to go away from LeBron James. His vision, his creativity, his ability to make the game easy for his teammates, I'd say LeBron James.
Now here's Crowder. Back to Paul. Clock at 6. Over Tucker. That one off the back iron and out. And here are the Heat. Nothing on offense from them yet in this second quarter. Tucker with a screen. Here's Butler. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Lets the three fly. Here's Ayton.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Miami grabs the miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Left side, Tucker. Inside. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Pass to Crowder. The three is up. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now. Tucker, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
1:10 left in the second period. Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Crowder outside. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Crowder with the jam.
Boy, I love the strong finish from Jay Crowder. He doesn't settle on the layup, demonstrates his impressive vertical.
To the inside. Outside for Butler. Driving to the basket. Yikes. He misses another one. He's 0 for 7.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated. Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Now here's Tucker to the middle. Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam's so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
Paul against Lowry. Left side, Paul. Bridges outside. Drives to the hoop. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching.
The clock runs out. Just joining in, 1/2 is in the books, 1/2 to go. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Setting the floor for Miami. At the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. Manning the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the 5.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Up top, Lowry, defended by Payne. Lowry, no good. Well, Phoenix is shooting around 50% of the game so far. You know, ever since the Orlando bubble, Payne has been a much improved player, Doris.
Well, there's no doubt Cameron Payne used the momentum gained in Orlando. That confidence has carried over, and now he's finding himself a rotation player who's making contributions.
Oh, McGee with the block. And he recovers it. Lowry, no good.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
And here's Saric for 3. It's Nader on the wing. Tries again. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Lowry against Payne, and it's Lowry penetrating. Here's Adebayo. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Adebayo's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
Payne against Lowry. Payne, the pass to McGee. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Adebayo. Doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few franchises have gobbled up most of the NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However, we're in an interesting time. A lot of those franchises are looking for their first title. They're among the top teams now. And guys, they're hoping to get on the board.
Ooh, yes. Very interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. And again, the Heat missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And now we've got an intentional foul. So Miami ends up going with a new group. On defense, the Heat. Down by 12. Pass to Šarić. Back to Nader. And there's the drive out to the right wing. A nice shot by McGee.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
Oladipo with the ball. And it's McGee picking him up. Inside. Hero outside. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Šarić. Fires for three. Nader, good. Nader's got 7 points in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Oladipo against McGee. Dedmon. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And good whistle there.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
Boy, one thing you love about Dario Šarić, his ability to pass as a big man. This guy has great vision and the ability to deliver the basketball.
Here's Paul. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Oladipo, shots good. And Doris Šarić, almost like a store-brand version of Jokic with how he can create.
Oh, that's a great description because there are some fantastic store brands. He's got that same skill set, right? This guy is always going to find a way to contribute because he's got such a well-rounded offensive game.
Down low. Here's Morris. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Three-pointer, Bridges. It's rebounded by Dedmon. Morris passes to Hero. Back to Morris. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Now, the thing about Markieff Morris, he does a terrific job converting inside.
Oladipo against Paul. Outside for Booker. And the foul called on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
35 seconds left in the third. Here's a three from Paul. Knocks down the long J. Paul's got 7 points.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Pass to Strus. Shoots over Bridges. Strus's shot is off. Oh, deflected. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Hero. Uses the glass on the layup.
Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
Here's Booker. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Suns ahead.
All right, look who's coming out of the court.
All right, let's take a look at our assist to the game presented by State Farm.
And just a selfless decision from your two guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the three, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Paul. And he makes it on the layup.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Lowry against Paul. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Lowry's gotten his first basket of the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Out to Bridges. Fires the three. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Paul against Lowry to the paint. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Robinson with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Robinson against Booker, and here's Lowry from the arc. Crowder grabs the miss.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Ball finds Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Ball against Lowry. And it's Robinson penetrating. Pass to Adebayo. Launches it. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Paul against Lowry. Paul passes to Ayton. Can't get it to drop. And the Heat going the other way now. Lowry outside. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And there's a 3-second violation.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Phoenix has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. McGee comes in for Ayton, and Saric subbed in for Crowder. McGee with it. He's against Tucker. McGee passes to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to McGee. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Tucker. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow their fast break, but that has not been the case.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
Out on his own on the break. For 3, Booker. Suns keep it alive. Shots good by Saric.
How about the instincts of Dario Saric? Just exceptional at getting those second chance opportunities.
Here's Lowry. Pass to Tucker. Fires from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Chris Paul.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
They get it back. A nice shot by McGee.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
They're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Pass to Tucker. Robinson finds Adebayo. Here's Tucker. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. Butler covering. Bridges against Butler. He had his back to the basket for over 5 seconds. That'll be a turnover.
Coming onto the floor for your Suns, Cameron Payne.
8 seconds left in the fourth. Lowry outside. The three. Missed it. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence.
right, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience.
And we'll see some spectacular plays, but also a few boneheaded ones as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Outside, Bogdanovich from the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
14 foul.
And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Paul left side. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
CP3 taking a hit, still unfazed.
Young looking it over. And the pass to Collins. To the paint, Crowder with the steal. Lobs it up for Crowder. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Takes a 3. And Trae Young hits from deep.
Trae Young has been inspired by the generation before him. Deep threes, that's his thing.
Paul against Young. Paul left side. Pass to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Bridges on the inside just hitting the offensive glass. That's great hustle.
And Young, here we go. Pass to Reddish. Back to Young. Kicks it to Capella. Down low. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Paul with the steal. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got the fast break chance. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Fans, your Atlanta Hawks dancing.
Atlanta's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter.
And Bridges, in his young part of his career, has taken on the challenge of guarding some of the league's best offensive players.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Young with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Young, no good. And Brent with Mikal Bridges' defense is his calling card.
I love the fact that he just has such great hands, anticipation, and length. And he just plays a lot bigger than the size he is on the floor. That kind of stuff disrupts offensive players, and he also just continues to track. Even if he's beat, he will give you second effort to stay in the plays defensively. That's a high-level skill for a young player.
Young against Paul. Passes to Bridges. A minute 42 left in the first. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And that one's on target from the wing.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Young passes to Capella. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Drives to the hoop. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
When Bogdanovich drives, it's for a reason. He's made a good decision to knife inside.
Outside Crowder from downtown. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bogdanovich wide open. No good on the triple. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 5-point game. Crowder finds Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Crowder. And a deep three from Booker. That three off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now, here is Young. Over in the corner, Reddish. Outside Collins. Shot clock at 6. Back to Capella. Right side, Collins. Shoots over Crowder, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. On the wing, Bridges. Going inside. Banked in off the glass. Bridges has got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's pretty steady from Bridges. Does not let the contact throw him off one bit.
Young from deep 3-point range. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns lead by 7.
And your Atlanta Hawks dancers. And your Atlanta Hawks dancers.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Reddish in at the 3 side. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Collins showing now he's got a little bit of touch from that range.
Paul looking over the floor. Bridges kicks to Ayton. Paul left side. Fires the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Paul's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And Young, here we go. Over in the corner, Reddish. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Reddish has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to Paul. And Capella sends it back.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
And Capella sends it back.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
Offensive rebound. Capella. The kick out to Young. Driving the lane. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here.
Awesome defense, just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And they're pushing it up. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. And we're seeing players, Brent, rise from deeper than ever before. You were a pretty good shooter. What was your maximum range?
Wow, Kevin, that's a great question. I wasn't allowed to shoot where it is that I could shoot from, so we won't get into that. But, yeah, guys are coming into the league more equipped, and it's because they're seeing that happen with players like Steph Curry, players like Trae Young, who are making that shot more and more effective, Damian Lillard, and now they're practicing those shots, and they're more efficient with them. So there's a reason why guys like the deep ball, and it's getting deeper.
Young, and he drops it in from the low post. And now just a 3-point Suns lead.
Ooh, that's a sly little play as Trae Young gets inside and slips past the D.
Stolen by Collins. It's tipped. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Young left side. Paul with the defensive effort.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
1:09 left now here in the second. Paul against Young. Paul kicks to Booker. It's Crowder on the wing. Back to Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Bogdanovich against Bridges. And that one goes long. Phoenix leading by 3. Outside Crowder. Paul outside. Bridges outside. Feeds it to Ayton. And the shot goes down. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Here's Young. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the night.
And the next step for Trae Young is just having that ability to focus on the defensive end and make some impact plays there.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Suns on top. They lead. All right, thank you, David. And folks, and as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got JaVale McGee. Henry Shamet is out there with Payne. Then it's Dario Saric. That's Nader in at the small forward. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Suns leading. Now Payne. Shot from 12. Rebound by Jang. Atlanta shooting the ball at 42%. Gallinari outside. The pass to Jang, right outside. 4 on the clock. Driving inside for the tie, and the layup is up and in. Wright's got his first points of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Payne. Not a lot of room. McGee, the pass to Nader. And that's a foul called on Abdul Nader. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Williams kicks to Zhang. Right outside. for the lead. Pass to Hunter. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Shamet with it. Williams picks him up. Nader, he trains the quick shot.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
And Brent Sharge, a guy who's been in and out of the starting lineups his entire career.
It's been nice to see, though, how he accepts the role, because what he has been doing has helped produce the wins. He could play some 4 alongside another big, but he's a 5 that has skill, can pass the ball and can shoot it a little bit, and he's embraced the role of coming off the bench to try to provide some sort of offensive and defensive impact.
Williams looking over the floor. Driving in, and it goes down 2 points. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting.
No coverage that time. Payne's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Hunter. Driving to the basket, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Williams with a clean look, drills it from outside. Williams has got 5 points so far.
This is Lou's game. Phenomenal. Sizing up the D and realizing how to get that quick release off.
And stolen by Hunter. And there's the drive. Count the basket. Hunter's got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Payne dishes to Sharge. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Payne with it, guarded by Hunter. They can't stop the run with that one.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Capella, it's good on the putback.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Phoenix no good that time either. Atlanta leading by 6. Capella with a screen on Paul. Now here is Young. From deep. Cans it from downtown. 11 points in the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Bogdanovich pretty good at making some things tougher.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Reddish in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Hawks lead by 12.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Passes it to Bridges. To answer back, but that three is off the mark. And there's the call on DeAndre. That'll be his second foul of the game. Atlanta leading by 12. Here's Young. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it.
Ayton at 7'1" has a 7'5" wingspan, so those arms helping out.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside Crowder. And Capella sends it back.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Young, no good. Suns trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Atlanta's gone 1 or 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. For 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high. Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Young with the ball. There's the dish to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Shot clock at 5. Looking to end his cold spell, and he lays it up and in. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Atlanta's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. From deep. From deep three-point range, Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Booker, and Capella sends it back, and he recovers it. The Hawks leading by 14.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And here's Young. There's 1:54 left in the game. From 18 feet away, a shot by Reddish, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Outside Bogdanovich. Up top Capella. Young outside. 4 on the shot clock. The Hawks again can't hit.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And it's Ayton missing.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
A shot by Reddish, no good. Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here on the fourth. Ejected by Young.
This is great. That's a great sign. Trae Young out there and playing defense.
Bogdanovich against Crowder. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here. 2 teammates connecting right there, slick feed.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Young against Paul. They get a hand on it. Left side Crowder, and he drives in.
Don't see that much from Crowder, off the bounce and attacking to make the score.
Now Young. And so the Hawks take the win, even early on in this. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So for David. tonight, present. D.A., take it away. What a great philosophy. D.A., thanks.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Utah. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Conley gets the bucket. Not just another game on the schedule, Greg. Fans and players alike are excited for tonight.
I mean, this is a championship caliber matchup. There is a ton of talent in this one, and I think it's a great test for both teams.
Gobert with the block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
And they get it back. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Here's the drive. And that one, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Booker. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Good use of power by Rudy, getting the shot in the air despite the foul.
He's perfect from the line this time. Suns still looking like they're getting going here. 6-point game. Now Ayton out to the right wing. Here's Paul. Misses off the left iron. Conley surveying the D. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Inside, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You know, off that pick, Mike Conley, he's able to drive, shoot, and pass. That's what makes him a tough cover.
When you look at Mike Conley's game, just a steady floor general and deadly accurate as a shooter.
And Greg, I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how he competes on the defensive side. At 6'1", he's given up size on a nightly basis, but he won't let you pick on him. He gets after you.
And here is Mitchell. After Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Over Gobert. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
And it's Conley penetrating. And they pick up 2. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
It's Crowder on the wing. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Paul against Conley. The shot's good from Paul.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Conley into the lane. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Now here's Booker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Mitchell, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Conley against Paul, and the wide open shot from Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Back to Conley. Offensive rebound. kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Conley. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Conley's got 7.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Crowder from outside. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Ayton wide open. Off target from outside. Outside, Bogdanovich. O'Neal with it. Shoots over Bridges. And so it's Utah holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They have made it.
All right, lookers coming onto the court. Come on, get back.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Jazz.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Paul kicks to Crowder. He feeds it to Ayton. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Paul dishes to Ayton. And the shot is good. Ayton's got his first points of the night.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Conley. Good work defensively by Paul. Suns trail by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Paul against Conley. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Outside Conley. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Bridges with it, now guarded by Bogdanovich. Crowder, the pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock, or the 3, knocks down the 3 ball. Booker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. And the Jazz, another 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Stolen by Michael Conley. Mitchell right side. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Good play to get the ball to one of the league's best scorers. Mitchell says, thank you very much.
And it's Paul penetrating. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. Conley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Conley against Paul. Outside Conley. He dishes it to Gobert. 6 to shoot. A shake. Conley getting it done. But a move that time. Conley's got 9. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out. Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Conley against Paul. In the corner, it's Bridges. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Conley against Paul. And it's Conley penetrating. Can't get it to fall. Suns trail by 14. He takes it in. O'Neal with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Paul against Conley. To the inside. Now here's Ayton. He's guarded closely. Oh, Ayton in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
The hands of Gobert are consistently moving, which is why he comes up with these steals.
Donovan Mitchell firing up. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Clarkson. Whiteside is out there with Rudy Gay. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Oni in at the point guard position. Bucket is good. Ingles has got the first field goal of the second half for the Jazz. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Jazz leading by 17. Here's Oni. Clarkson outside. Gay outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Sharch. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Pass to Payne. Back to Sharch. Payne gets a wide open look. Hits the jumper in space.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Clarkson kicks to Whiteside. Back to Clarkson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharch. Here's Oni. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Oni. Payne covering.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope. Up and in with a one-hand finish. The most basic possible. Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Nader kicks to Payne. The rebound by the Jazz. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Gay passes to Ingles. Drills the three-pointer. Ingles has got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is how Ingles went from being undrafted to big money. He does a lot of things for you, but stretching the floor is number one.
Payne in the post. Sharge attacking, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jazz leading by 20. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Takes it inside. It's stolen by Sharge. A solo fast break. Nader's shot's good.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Pass to Oni. Now, here's Ingles. Tight defense on him. That one doesn't go. Now the Suns take it the other way. And stolen by Whiteside. To the paint. Plays it up and banks it in. Whiteside's got his first basket of the night.
Showing off his inside game. Whiteside looking good there.
And Steve, a second-rounder back in the 2014 draft out of Missouri, Jordan Clarkson with a productive NBA career.
Yes, Kevin, and he's always been a bucket. What has changed is the shot selection. A lot more threes and terrific free throw shooting, making him a great bench weapon.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Payne. Pass to Nader. The feed to McGee. Sharge with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Just 4 to shoot. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
First team foul.
Now the pass to Shamet. Clock at 2. Payne. And again, it's the Suns missing. Utah leading by 22. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Back to Shamet. Takes it off the glass.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Jazz have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Shamet. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got his first basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And so it's the Utah Jazz cruising into the quarter break with a...
Your Jazz Dancer.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The drive by Paul. Into the lane. Bridges kicks to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Shot clock at 3. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Deflects the pass, and stolen by Ayton. Stops, pops, Paul's shot is off. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Jazz. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And Ayton stays with it.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
The drive by Clarkson. Right side, no good. Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Booker against Clarkson. Got a piece of it. Ball right side. Back to Ayton. And he slams it down right on top of Hassan Whiteside.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
Clarkson against Booker. Here's Whiteside. Another miss by Utah.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz leading by 15. Here's Honey. He kicks to Ingles. Gabe passes to Whiteside. It's slammed in by Whiteside.
I'll tell you, Whiteside doesn't have to get too far off the ground to throw it down.
Paul looking around. Bridges outside. Dish now to Ayton. Can't connect from short range. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Utah ends up going with the new group. Jazz have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. Rejected by Crowder.
Jay Crowder didn't give up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. His coach appreciates the hustle.
Bridges, no one around him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Mitchell with it, now guarded by Booker. The drive by Mitchell. Here's O'Neal. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And the Jazz lead by 16. Phoenix has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Jazz.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Conley.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Paul against Conley. The shot that time, not on target. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Bridges finds Crowder. Looking for Ayton, he gets it in there. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Conley outside. Traps in the tray.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
Conley with the 3. Another miss by Conley. Paul from deep three-point land. No good. And so it's Utah. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And Robinson on the wing. He's joined by Butler. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the 1. Lots of speed and athleticism on the 4 tonight. Brett, what do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if you're going to play that fast, you're going to have to make decisions that don't catch up with the speed. And that means making the right quick decisions and not rushing things. If these teams get ahead of themselves, the first ones to do that, they might find themselves in a hole.
Bulls from the top of the key. It's hauled in by the Suns. On the wing, Booker. Suns moving the ball around. And here they come. Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Butler. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. About a minute played so far here in the first.
Well, Ayton at 7'1" has a 7'5" wingspan, so those arms helping out.
Well, Kyle Lowry, one of the big names in free agency last summer, made his mind up pretty quickly and wanted to go to Miami. With his competitive nature, he should be a terrific fit with the culture the Heat have built.
Lowry with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Butler against Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really, hard to find more intense players than Jimmy Butler. This guy is 100% focused on winning at all times. One of the ultimate competitors in our league.
And with Butler and his intensity, Greg, it's a perfect fit for him in Miami.
And yeah, it can rub some players the wrong way, but it goes hand in hand with the culture here. Hard to imagine Butler on a team other than Miami. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Adebayo finds Robinson. Over Booker. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Ball passes to Crowder. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Crowder's got 5 points so far.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Outside Butler. Outside for Robinson. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, 7'1". Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Back to Paul. It's stolen by Lowry. Butler with the ball. Bridges covering. It's deflected and stolen by Ayton. One-on-one fast break. Booker with a deep 3. And they'll get another chance. Crowder the pass to Ayton. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here is Lowry. Looking to end the run. Lets it go with a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And off the schneid here. 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Suns leading by 4. Ball outside. Outside Crowder fires the 3. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. Robinson dishes to Tucker. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Lowry. There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Right side, Butler. Outside, Robinson. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Paul can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 4. Down low, here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. So the wing on the left. Up top, Tucker, defended by Crowder. Adebayo with a screen on Paul. Here's Lowry. Adebayo on the follow.
Bam grabs the board, and then Bam knows what to do.
Paul surveying the floor. The 3, Bridges doesn't go for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Phoenix ahead. They're up by 4.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for the Miami Heat.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Here's Booker. Following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Paul with the bucket.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
The Heat trail by 4.
And Chris Paul still a great defender. Fantastic position.
Well, not only the positioning, but if you watch Chris Paul, he's calling out every option of every play that every offense is running in the NBA. That kind of intelligence gives the rest of his group incredible confidence. And from the very beginning, Chris Paul has been one of the most disruptive point guards defensively the league has ever seen.
The kick outside to Butler. Wants to get it to Adebayo, and does. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Bridges outside. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Latrey. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Lowry against Paul. Left side Lowry. Puts the move on. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got 5 rebounds tonight. The drive by Booker. Bridges, no one around him. No good on the 3. The Heat trail by 5. That's a 2 from Butler. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
The drive by Paul. The kick out to Crowder. Back to Paul. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. Lowry up top, defended by Paul. Outside Lowry. Up top, Tucker. The three. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
Ball fires from way outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
1:04 left here in the second. Lowry kicks it to Tucker. Adebayo with the screen on Crowder. Crowder with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. Got a piece of it. Bridges finds Booker. And it's Crowder, top of the key. No good with the triple. Miami trailing. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
Ray, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like, you know, this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor.
A shot by Lowry, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Loads it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. And some good action through the first two. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
The Suns, 26.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Oladipo is out there with Hero. Then there's Markieff Morris. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Cruz into the small forward. Here's Dedmon, and they go to the intentional foul.
JaVale McGee. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now, Hero. Shot clock at 6. Driving to the basket.
In the flash, Tyler Hero makes his way to the inside. Nice use of his athleticism.
Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Hero. Nader's shot's good.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Oladipo outside, and the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Phoenix leading by 4. And there's the pass to McGee. In the corner, Shamet with it. Here's Nader. Back to Shamet. And it's Cruz with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Hero. And no good that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. Back to Saric over Morris. The shot by Saric, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Second team.
The Heat trail by 4.
Hey, watch Oladipo.
Now Oladipo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hero finds Dedmon. McGee with the block, and he's able to get it back. He gets that one.
Dedmon using his length that time on the offensive end.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. middle. Here's McGee. Good work there as it goes.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Oladipo outside. There's Hero with the three. And the Heat, another three.
You can tell Tyler Hero has put some hours in shooting the rock.
And the former Kentucky Wildcat, Tyler Hero, he was picked 13th break in the 2019 draft, and he had an immediate impact.
And you feel a lot of teams didn't see how NBA ready Hero was. Underrated as a playmaker coming into the league. He's been a huge part of this team since his arrival.
Here is McGee. Heat knocking down the tray. 2 on the clock. Payne tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Oladipo with the ball. Working on Payne. Oladipo finds Dedmon. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
JaVale McGee. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
Hero passes to Oladipo. Lays it up off the glass. And the Heat lead by 1.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Payne with it. Morris is there. Oladipo with the double team. McGee with no one around. Offline with his three.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
To the right side. Right wing. Here's Nader. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Paul kicks to Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there. Comes up empty down low.
Suns foul.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Now here's Paul. He's got 7. Passes it to Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Miami no good on that time either. Suns trail by 6. Here he goes, and it's Butler with the jam.
Man, way over the defenses. Jimmy Butler gets some airtime.
Ball against Lowry. Bridges dishes to Paul. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And so it's the Miami Heat in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the...
Fans, welcome your Miami.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here is Butler after Mikal Bridges hitting the three. Butler with the ball. Bridges covering. They grab their own miss. Suns trail by 5. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Another three for Phoenix.
Now you're pretty confident that Chris Paul is going to make the right decision with the basketball.
Robinson for 3. Kept alive.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Paul against Lowry. Back to Paul. Stolen by Tucker. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And here is Paul. Ayton finds Paul. It's Crowder on the wing, guarded by Tucker. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges passes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat leading by 6. Lowry drives in. Good on the shot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. On the wing, Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker. And he's good on the three ball.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Lowry with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Outside for Robinson. Back to Lowry. And stolen by Booker. And stolen by Butler. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Booker outside. It's up a 3. Paul passes to Booker. Outside Crowder. Off target with his 3.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Adebayo kicks it to Tucker.
That's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kick out.
Bridges passes to Paul. Inside. And Adebayo sends it back.
And Bam with the emphatic block.
Outside Butler. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Suns trail by 7. Paul for 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now here's Adebayo. Second shot opportunity. Paul grabs the board. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Bridges. Paul finds Bridges. It's Crowder on the wing. Back to Bridges. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Crowder against Robinson. Here's Adebayo. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there, going right through the contact.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Now here's Paul. Takes the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler passes to Tucker. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Tucker. Pass to Robinson. Dishes to Butler.
Suns foul. Mikal Bridges. That's his first personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Now at the line, P.J.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Paul kicks to Booker. Cans the 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes. But
all right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony.